And I want to say that loud and clear for anybody, especially in Washington, D.C., who might not hear me. If you are not willing to be part of the solution, keep our names out of your mouth. Donald Trump, if you are not willing to walk our communities, keep our name out of your mouth. If you are not willing to understand the pride and the beauty of this city and this community, keep our name out of your mouth. Because if you were willing to visit, if you were willing to spend time, if you were willing to actually walk our communities and walk our streets and not just talk about us from the Oval Office, you would see what we see. One of the greatest cities in the United States of America. So let's keep up the work. Let's make sure that we also hold the promise of leaving no one behind in this mission.
The huge problems. Baltimore, Wes Moore was telling me I want to walk with the president. Well, I said, I want to walk with you too someday, but first you got to clean up your crime, because I'm not walking in Baltimore right now. Baltimore is a hellhole. And this guy, I don't even think he knows it. He's another candidate for president. Between him and Newsom, you got some real beauties, I'll tell you. But if we did...
Boy. So we got to talk about this video that is going viral of a citizen humiliating, exposing woke Democrat governor of Maryland, Wes Moore, for his photo op walkthrough of Baltimore, because Wes Moore has been begging President Trump, well, just do a walkthrough of Baltimore with me, right? Because he claims that Baltimore is so safe, even though Baltimore is still one of the deadliest cities in the country, right? But again, Democrats are claiming that it's so safe, even though, again, when you ask the people on the ground, the people who actually live there about Baltimore, the narrative the Democrats are putting out there, it falls apart. Take a look.
You have made clear that you don't want the National Guard sent to Baltimore, but according to FBI data for 2024, Baltimore still had the third highest rate of violent crime in the United States for cities with populations over 250,000 people. So why not take the extra help from the federal government?
Well, the truth is this, right? We understand those numbers, but we also understand that last year was another consecutive year of historic reductions in gun violence in the city of Baltimore, and that we know the National Guard doesn't work. You're talking about, you and I are right now talking when Baltimore has the fewest amount of homicides through this date on record. Why now? Why not during the president's first term when gun violence was through the roof? We have an approach through our community violence prevention plan, throughout a comprehensive plan to reduce gun violence the right way in Baltimore, and we're not going to shake from that. We know what works here in Baltimore. We don't need that kind of help.
Meanwhile, a lot better because it'll control the area, and the drug dealers and the users won't be around here.
Because right now our city needs it. This city Baltimore is on fire right now. Like, we need as much help as we can get.
I think it's more of a stunt, really. It's just for show. I think what they really need to do is send Baltimore enough funds to hire more police officers.
I've been a resident of Maryland all my life, so I think it would help some.
Why so?
Coming from a family that was broken up, my husband was murdered 2 years ago, and nothing was ever done.
Murder where? At home?
Right out in front of our house.
Sorry.
It was a carjacking gone wrong, and they shot him in his head. Killed him instantly, so. But again, our lovely mayor didn't do nothing.
Did they ever find the perpetrator?
Nope.
So you want to see it?
Yes, I want justice.
You want justice, and you would like to see the troops here in the National Guard?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, and I'm sorry you had that experience. The president said he wants to send troops here to Maryland. What do you think, Baltimore into Maryland?
I'm not opposed of it. Right. I think it'll be a good idea.
Why so?
Maybe we can clean up some of this crime-ridden neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You know?
Is the crime bad?
Very bad. Atrocious. And, I'm out of breath, so you have to see.
I see you were running. You got your prayer rug. Yeah.
Right, I'm on my way to Juma.
Yeah.
It'll be a breath of fresh air.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Think you should send him?
It's straight, it's getting out of hand, man. All these killings all the time. The murder rates going higher and higher. and all the drugs. They don't got no programs. You know, I mean, they do, but they don't work. And then, like, the bikers, you know what I mean, the 12 o'clock boys, they need to build them a park, you know, make more things, you know what I mean, like more sources.
So you said send the troops and sources, or
Yeah, like send the troops to straighten everything out, you know what I mean, and then, like, you know, make Baltimore great again.
Rebuild.
You know, rebuild it, you know, back how it was, you know, a long time ago.
Yeah. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So clearly those were not the answers that Don Lemon was looking for, right? If Don Lemon was on the streets of Baltimore and those are the answers that he was getting, best believe that crime, at least in terms of how people feel about crime in Baltimore, is bad, right? It's really bad, okay? They want the National Guard there. They want federal help. And Democrats are standing against what their people want, okay? I'm telling you, everybody knows that crime is out of control in these cities. And the more the Democrats pretend that's not the case, the worse that it looks for them, especially considering how everybody knows that even Democrats know, because Wes Moore did his quote-unquote walkthrough of Baltimore, and he got exposed by a resident of Baltimore for how fake this really is, because this guy is quote-unquote walking through Baltimore, which apparently is supposed to be such a safe city, right? Mr. President, come walk with me through Baltimore, right? So safe, except this guy is quote-unquote walking through Baltimore. But again, notice who he's with as he's walking through Baltimore, because it's quote-unquote so safe. So let's get into it.
Why'd you to walk now after we done lost people in the Park Heights? 5-year-old was shot in the hand. So this is about photo op, right? This is what this is about, photo op, right? This is what this is about, photo op. And you're gonna ask the president to walk the street with you. But look what you got walking with you. Y'all won't walk the street like this by yourself. But look what you got walking with y'all.
Facts. If Baltimore is so safe, right? If it's so safe to just walk through the streets of Baltimore, right? Why do you have a whole entourage of people? Why do you have a whole entourage of security? Why? If it's so safe, why do you need all these people? Why can't you just walk alone by yourself, right? And not have all of this security with you? Again, it's funny how that works. They claim it's so safe, but they're walking around with a ton of security. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. I'm glad that people are not falling for this, right? I am really happy that people are seeing right through what this is.
All of this.
Look at that. They got police with them. Got a whole armed security detail. Why do you need a whole armed security detail if Baltimore is so safe? And this is what President Trump was talking about. This is what he's talking about. It's like, I can't walk through Baltimore. Not with the way it is right now. You got to clean it up first, right? Again, the governor and the mayor can't walk through Baltimore without being heavily armed, right? Without having a heavy police presence. Again, why is that? It's because they don't believe the things that are coming out of their mouths, right? They don't believe those things, because if they believed it, they wouldn't need all this. If they believed it, this is what they do. This is what Wes Moore should do, right? Since he's all for challenges, right? And he wants people to walk through Baltimore because it's so safe. I challenge Wes Moore and this woke mayor to walk through the most dangerous neighborhood in Baltimore at 2 a.m. at night and live stream it for 10 miles, right? Walk for 10 miles through the most dangerous neighborhood in Baltimore at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. If they can do that, then I will believe them. But until they do that, I don't believe them, because this right here doesn't prove anything at all. It proves absolutely nothing. It is an anti-Trump photo op. That's all it is.
All of this. How much money y'all spending for this? Photo ops.
Exactly.
Don't touch me. Look at that. Photo ops. 2 little girls walking Park Heights. 2 little girls walking Park Heights now. This is photo op. Photo op. Look at her. 5-year-old girl got shot in the hand. But y'all didn't come up here then. But now this is photo op because Trump said something.
Facts.
So now y'all want to come up here.
Facts.
Because Trump done said something.
They only care because Trump brought attention to it, right? Trump brings attention to the out-of-control crime, and now all of a sudden they want to do walkthroughs, pretending as if there's no problem, right? Nothing to see here, right? Everything is great. Everything is amazing in Baltimore. Don't mind the fact that I have a ton of security with me, right? For whatever reason, even though I claim that this place is so safe, right? Never mind that, right? Never mind all the police officers, okay, that are protecting me right now, okay? It is safe. Trust me, right? Trust us. Wink, wink, okay? I am happy that the people are seeing through this, because when there's actual crime, when there's actual murders, when people are losing their lives, these people are nowhere to be found. You can only find them when it comes time to try to pull some stunt, some photo op like this that they think they can use against Trump. That's it. That's the only time they care. Outside of that, they don't care. They don't give a damn. You're not going to see this.
Trump done made your move now. Trump done made a move now. Now they want to come up here. Yeah, he can't have. He can't have. They cheating on the murder numbers in the city of Baltimore as well. They cheating on the crimes, everything in the city of Baltimore. This ain't nothing but a photo op. They don't care nothing about nobody in no Park High Street. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't can't talk to me. I'm talking. I'm busy. I'm on my job. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so that's what it is. Photo op. The little girls walking the Park Heights. That's what they doing. That's what they doing. But they won't come down here when people. They won't come down here when people getting shot. They don't come down here when children get shot. They don't come down here when women get shot. But they come down here when Donald Trump says something. This ain't nothing but photo op. This ain't nothing but photo op. Yeah, they don't come down here. Hey, don't push up on me. Push up on me for. I ain't wrong. I ain't wrong.
Yeah. So you see that, you heard that. Yeah, this guy is not wrong. He's 100% right. It is a photo op. They're only there, okay, because of the fact they're trying to make a statement against Trump. That's all it is. And you know that they don't believe what they say because, again, look at all of the security that they had, right? If it was so safe, why do you need all these police officers? Why you need all the police officers? Why you need all the security? Again, if these people really want to prove how safe Baltimore is, or any of these liberal cities, right? If they really want to prove it, I challenge any of these Democrats, any of them, 2 a.m., pick the most dangerous neighborhood in your liberal city and walk for 10 miles at night at 2 a.m. and live stream it. Do it. If you want to prove it, right? I will believe you when you actually put your money where your mouth is, right? When you actually put your life on the line, right? To prove that your city's safe in a real way. Then I'll believe you. But until then, again, like this guy said, this is nothing but a photo op. These politicians only move. They only care when Trump says something, right? Yeah, Trump made them do it. That's exactly how much Trump lives in these people's heads rent free, right? You'd never see this unless Trump said something. You wouldn't see this. They wouldn't be saying anything about it. Trump got them on the defense now. Got them on the defense. And that's how you know they're losing. That's how you know they're losing. I mean, even people like Stephen A. Smith, they're ripping Democrats for their lack of response to crime in their cities and pretending as if this is not a problem.
Let me talk to America right now in saying this, okay? The lone black man on this segment is me. I don't need any of Bill O'Reilly's statistics that he just spewed to know that he's right in terms of what has been transpiring throughout in the streets of Chicago. It has been going on for years. It was going on before Obama was in office. It was going on when he was in office. It's been going on since he's been in office. I recall seeing a black couple on national television asking for military assistance. That's how bad it has been in Chicago. And one administration after another has either been incapable or unwilling to do anything about it. It is shameful, and black folks in that city have been getting killed for years, and I'm disgusted at the level of ineffectiveness or unwillingness that they've executed in getting better things done and making it better for the law-abiding citizens in Chicago. Having said that, we got to pay attention to what Trump, we got to pay attention, hold on, Bill, we got to pay attention to this. When he went into L.A., that was a bit excessive. You got a bunch of people in L.A. that were talking about stuff was going on in a 2-block radius. It could have been handled by the local PD. In Washington, D.C., that is not a state. You understand? He has the right. It's run by the federal government. He has a right. If he wants to send the National Guard, even though the National Guard isn't trained for that, and when you send in the Marines or the Army, they're trained to kill. They're not trained to police. So you got to send in the right people. I get that part. But I understand his intent when you're talking about what's transpired in Washington, D.C. Chicago may very well be unlawful, but with Pritzker, you're absolutely right. Yo, what are you going to do about it? It's one thing to say, Trump, don't send in the National Guard. It's another thing for the president to come out of his mouth, I'm here to help if they ask for it, and then for you to say no and then try to implement laws in place that would prohibit him from sending help. Wait a minute. When that happens, you can't point the finger at Bill O'Reilly. You can't point the finger at Chris Cuomo. You can't point the finger at people that are and just say, oh, it's really not politics. Who the hell are they? It's all about politics if you're a governor and you're going to take that position. So I have no problem with you at all, Bill, calling out the governor of Illinois the way that you have.
Let me boom. I think Stephen A is spot on. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. For all these Democrats that are, trying to run for president, because that's what this is about. All of them are trying to run for president against Trump. You're not running against Trump first and foremost, right? Trump is not going to be on the ballot in 2028. At least as of right now, he's not going to be on the ballot. And remember, you got to win a general election. You're going to have to answer for the fact that your state, these liberal cities within your state, are crime-ridden hellholes. You're going to have to answer for these soft-on-crime policies that these woke Democrat governors are supporting in a general election. You're going to have to answer for these things. And that's the mistake that these people are making. They think that anti-Trumpism is going to be enough to get them through the primaries, and it probably will be, right? Whoever can be the most anti-Trump probably will get through the primaries of the Democrat Party at this point. But, again, that doesn't mean that plays well in a general election. And again, that's what these people are forgetting. So again, we're going to see. But these Democrats are getting exposed left and right for being soft on crime, right? Their inability to do anything, and how the only thing that they want to do really is to virtue signal against Trump while their cities are in chaos. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.